12 minutes. Not what most would claim to be a long period of time, but for some things, it's just enough. The 1992 classic I'd Do Anything for Love But I Won't Do That by Meatloaf, may he rest in peace, is a great example. Another might be Samorost 1, an intriguing, entirely wordless experience. The first of what would eventually become a trilogy of similarly designed adventures. But let's take it from the top, Space Gnome and all. Yep, gnomes did in fact venture into the furthest reaches of space way back in 2003. Well, the one in this game did at least. It even seemed like everything was just peachy there too, until a large object decided to put itself on a collision course with his home. At which point the game begins and we're off to the races. In a bit of a MacGyver rocket. Which our protagonist then proceeds to land on the large object and... wait, he what? Probably best not to think too much about it. Logic and realism don't seem to be a thing wherever Samorost 1 takes place anyway. Which is to say, likely in some faraway galaxy, given the nonsensical pointing and clicking that make up the experience. Truly a fever dream of design, this one, and you know what? I actually kinda like it. Now, given its age, you might be wondering just how it manages to look this nice. Well, much like the gameplay, the reason for that is actually quite simple. I played the 2021 release with, quote, remastered sounds, enhanced graphics, and new music by Floex, end quote. In other words, the definitive version. If only they'd seen fit to implement a hotspot highlight mechanic. Hovering the cursor over something in search of interactable objects isn't exactly ideal. Then again, given how much fun Samorost 1 is, I'd label it but a minor annoyance if that much. In other words, an easy recommendation if there ever was one. I should probably find out if its sequel is also fun then. But that is a story for another time. Thank you very much for watching.